Hello. Today is Friday, July 24th, and this is another episode of Friday 5 at 5 with Denver Public Library. My name is Lainey. I'm a librarian at DPL's downtown central location, and in 15 minutes or less, we'll have you up to speed on 5 new titles we can't wait for you to read or listen to. Got holds? Curbside pickup is now available. Once you get your notification that your hold is ready, go online, link below, or give us a call at 720-865-1192 to make an appointment at your preferred branch. We can't wait to see you, masked, per state ordinance. Our customers are again able to place new holds on physical materials too, up to 10 at a time for now. Feel free to place holds on the print versions of any of the books we mention here today. And now on to this week's 5. At number 1, we have A Star is Bored by BYRON Lane. Coming soon to Overdrive in ebook and e-audio formats, book on order. If you liked last year's Stay Up With Hugo Best by Aaron Summer, the classic The Devil Wears Prada, or especially Postcards from the Edge, this one's for you. This novel is based on Lane's own experience as Carrie Fisher's personal assistant. The late actress cleverly, if barely, camouflaged here as the celebrity, eccentric, and drug addict in recovery, Kathy Cannon. Lane's stand-in is a down-on-his-luck depressive named Charlie, or as Kathy immediately nicknames him, with a characteristic mixture of affection and deviousness, Cockring. From the moment Charlie rings Kathy's doorbell, his life is pure chaos. A chaos it is now his job to tame. Feed her, water her, medicate her. That's what he must do. And what Kathy's devil-may-care attitude makes a real challenge. Along the way, however, Charlie finds that Kathy may be a balm for his own ailments too. Drinking too much, having unprotected sex, mourning his miserable childhood. So much so that Cockring gives way to a new nickname, Stepson. A Star is Bored is a wild ride, certainly, and as a note from Lane's attorney insists, utterly fictional. Sure. But it's also utterly heartwarming. As People magazine says, Carrie Fisher's spirit animates this funny, dishy, and deeply affectionate Romana Clef by her former personal assistant. The force is with him. At number 2, we have Trouble the Saints by ALAYA Johnson, on Overdrive as an ebook, print book on order. Johnson, a celebrated YA and children's author, has gotten accolades from none other than N.K. Jemisin and KELLI Link for Trouble the Saints, her first foray into adult lit in a decade. Link's own imprint, Small Beer Press, will publish a collection of Johnson's stories, Reconstruction, this coming November. In this dark and glittering, glamorous fantasy set during the Jazz Age in New York City, some people of color are blessed with, or is it cursed by, magic hands. Our heroine, Phyllis LeBlanc, though biracial, passes for white, and she puts her powers, both her looks and her supernatural knife skills, to use in the city's gritty underbelly, killing for the mob. Phyllis begins to seriously question the ethics of her work, though, when she gets back together with her ex-boyfriend, the half-Indian undercover cop, Dev Patil, whose own power is the ability to sense threats against those he touches. Phyllis and Dev make it their mission to remove Phyllis from an increasingly unsavory situation. They flee upstate, where they run into some black-white neighborhood racial tension and the onset of big life changes. Phyllis discovers she's pregnant, and Dev gets drafted into World War II. A book that tackles racism in its many myriad iterations, and one with real resonance today. For fans of Tomi Adeyemi's Children of Blood and Bone, Marlon James' Black Leopard Red Wolf, and The Power by Naomi Alderman. Big Friendship, How We Keep Each Other Close by AMINATOU and Anne Friedman is our third title today. Available on Overdrive as an ebook and e-audiobook, book coming soon. East Coaster So and West Coaster Friedman are the dynamic duo behind the podcast mainstay Call Your Girlfriend, a self-described podcast for long-distance besties everywhere, on air since 2014. Call Your Girlfriend is notable as the origin of shine theory, too. The idea that when one of us shines, we all do, and an ethos that prioritizes collaboration over competition. So and Friedman have made shine theory the basis of their bond. In Big Friendship, the pair's first book, they posit that we should consider friendship in line with romantic and familial relationships traditionally considered more important in today's society. This is big friendship, that is, deeply committed friendship with a mutual eye toward the future. And big friendship, they say, is a relationship that likewise transcends life phases, geographical locations, and emotional shifts, as Booklist puts it, perhaps in a way that romantic and familial ones won't. And it's shockingly understudied. As they're able, the authors bolster the open and honest story of the trajectory of their own friendship, from a chance meeting at a party in 2009 to a major long-term slump, including misunderstandings based in race, to how they have worked to overcome it, with insights gleaned from sociological studies and anecdotes as related by other big friends. Considering its emphasis on nurturing friendships from afar, it feels like this book couldn't come at a better time. Read along with your own long-distance or COVID-necessitated long-distance bestie to reinforce those special, something sacred in them ties. They're more than worth it. Read along with Brielle and Hopper's Hard to Love, Essays and Confessions. Next, we have Other People's Pets by local author R.L. Maizes. Print book coming soon, ebook and e-audio on Overdrive. Following close on the heels of the writer's debut story collection, We Love Anderson Cooper, which came out last summer, Other People's Pets follows the ups and downs of one Lala Fine, a veterinary student who finds animals more palatable than people. In a world such as ours, where dog babies seem to have taken the place of the 2.5-child household, who can't relate to that? And how perfect is that name, Lala Fine? Following a tumultuous upbringing, one that involved living with her lock-picking and burgling father, Lala has found solid ground in her chosen profession and in her personal life, meeting and eventually getting engaged to chiropractor Clem after helping him break into his own office. Naturally, she learned a thing or two from Dad. But when this dad of Lala's accidentally leaves his phone at the scene of a bungled robbery, Lala takes on his legal burden. Lala's money situation isn't much better than her father's, though, so she takes up the family profession to make ends meet, encountering and enriching the lives of many other people's pets along the way. This new direction in Lala's life doesn't bode well for the rest of it, though, as she's forced to drop out of school, and her relationships with other humans begin to deteriorate. An original and engrossing read, shelved next to Garth Stein's The Art of Racing in the Rain and the works of Amy Hempel. At number 5 this week, Crooked Hallelujah by Kelly Jo Ford. We have the print book coming soon, ebook on Overdrive. Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma member Ford won a Plimpton Prize for her story Hybrid Vigor, published in the Paris Review in 2018. Crooked Hallelujah is her first full-length work, a multi-generational novel and stories, including Hybrid Vigor, about Cherokee women working to outpace their circumstances. We meet Lula and her daughter Justine after Justine's white father's unceremonious exit. Lula finds solace in her Pentecostal faith. Justine finds it stifling. After a sexual assault leaves Justine pregnant, however, she attempts to escape her family's female holding pattern by moving with her new baby, Rainey, from eastern Oklahoma's Indian country to oil boom Texas. Trouble and disappointment follow them, of course, but so do hope, healing, and enduring love. This is a book full of dreams, reckonings with family legacy, and biblical scale happenings. Read if you enjoyed Tommy Orange's There There, or Kali Fajardo-Anstein's Sabrina and Karina. Plus, in case you missed it, check out Ingredients, The Strange Chemistry of What We Put in Us and on Us by George ZAIDAN, available on Overdrive as an ebook, print book available now that the library can again fulfill physical holds. Cheese puffs, coffee, sunscreen, vapes. George ZAIDAN, host of National Geographic's web series by the same name, and co-host of CNBC's Make Me a Millionaire Inventor, reveals what will kill you, what won't, and why. Explained with high-octane hilarity, hysterical hijinks, and other things that don't begin with the letter H. If you're a Consumer Reports junkie, or an Eric Schlosser or Michael Pollan devotee, think Fast Food Nation and The Omnivore's Dilemma, give ingredients a try. According to Daniel H. Pink, author of Drive and When, if you crossed Bill Nye with Stephen Colbert, you'd get George ZAIDAN. Ingredients is a masterful piece of science writing, and a funny one to boot. And that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in to Denver Public Library's Friday 5 at 5. Check out or place a hold on these titles, and a whole lot more, right now at denverlibrary.org/downloads, link below. And be sure to tune in next week for a whole new batch of recommended reads.